Well, good morning everybody. How y'all doing? Pretty good here, and welcome to the channel. Outside this morning with the Tundra, and I thought I'd do a mod rundown. I'm gonna go over the mods that I've done on the truck thus far, and tell you guys how they're doing. So I've got the Tundra here behind me, obviously, or now in front of me, and we'll start at the front, I guess. First thing that I did up here was replace the grill in the front and also the bulge up top. And what I did is I replaced the chrome, if you guys remember, with a color matched painted version. And also the bumper caps here on the sides, same thing, color matched. So the truck has been on a decent trip, about 3,200 miles. So how is it doing? How is the paint doing? Well, let's take a close look. There are some chips, as you guys can see here in the front of this. Quite a few, actually. Down on the bumper caps, there's a little bit of chipping down here too. Now, I'm not necessarily overly surprised. I mean, it was a pretty long trip. It was mostly freeway driving, so you're going to get some chips and stuff. It's just a fact of life, I guess. Not really sure if it's any worse on the, the painted front or not, but they are there, just to let you guys know. Still do love the look of it. I think it makes the truck, the front end, look a lot better without all that chrome stuff on it. So I am still quite happy with it. Move over to the mirror covers. These I had replaced as well. They were that mirror finish chrome before, and I really did not like those. That one looks pretty good on that side. Let's run over here to the other side. Looks pretty good over here too. I don't see any chipping. You'll see some dirt and crap on them, but I don't see any chipping on the mirror covers, so that's good. They weren't actually painted. They actually came that way. They would be the covers that would be on a different truck, so they weren't existing and then painted to match. They came that way. Next is the stubby, or the short antenna. This thing is fantastic. I love this. I really dislike those large, tall, floppy whip antennas, so I'm really happy with that. It's done really well. One thing I will note, it is pretty stiff. I don't run it through car washes, so it's not a big concern of mine, but if you were to run this through a car wash, unlike the whip antennas that really give a lot, I imagine it would probably snap off about here. So just something to be aware of if you do something like this and take your car through the car wash. Next, I have the color matched door handles. These again were chrome, and I ordered these from Sparks Parts. They again were already painted or made in this color, so they didn't have to be painted. So they're holding up really well. There are no chips or dings or anything in them. Of note here, I guess, I did debadge. I took some of the badging off the truck. The limited badge that was up here in the corner, right about in here, that's gone, and then the other badging that was down here, that's gone as well. The side steps, and this mod I really like. I had them Line-X'd, I guess, the same material that's in the bed I had put on the side steps so that I could get rid of that silver color, if you will, black them out. This stuff is held up really well, no chipping, no problems. It is a little dirty, of course, because it's going to get all of the crap that you drive through on the road, but they've held up really well, no issues with it. I am very happy with the look. Very glad that I decided to go ahead and do this. I had thought about just replacing these with something else, but I really like the size of these, and since they are now blacked out, I love them. The tinted windows, you guys can see that. They came out really well as usual, no problems there. Back here in the bed, I did have the, as you can see from the emblem or the company logo over there, I did have the bed Line-X'd. I don't use the bed a whole heck of a lot for hauling or anything that's going to really mar it up badly other than maybe scratch the paint. So that has held up really well. It really hasn't had a big test yet, but no problems with it. And they did a fantastic job. They did Line X the hooks, which I have used, and none of that is chipped off or anything, so I'm very happy with that. Carrying on to the back here, it did come with color matched bumper covers in the back, so I didn't have to do those. You may notice the exhaust is a little bit different. That's because I went with the TRD exhaust. I really like that. It's not overly loud, but it's loud enough that when I want to hear it, I hit the gas and it's there. And when I don't, I just drive and you don't even notice it. There's no drone or anything like that. So very pleased with that. Glad that I went ahead and did that. Of course, we have to mention we have this very important mod on the back here. It's the ThrobbNation sticker. Guaranteed to add, you know, at least 50 horsepower to your truck. I'm just saying. Carrying on to the engine bay. We'll open that up for you. There we go. I did put the TRD cold air intake in here. Very happy with that. I don't know that it makes a huge difference other than aesthetics. I really like the way that it looks inside the truck here. That's fantastic. Very happy with that. I did change out my oil cap cover, or cap I guess, to this TRD cover that Stinger sent me. Stinger is a subscriber to the channel, in case you didn't know. He sent this to me. I put this on the other day. Obviously it's a very simple mod. You just take the old one off and screw the new one on, but I really like that. Just dresses up the engine bay a little bit, I think. Looks pretty good. Go ahead and close this up. There's nothing else that I've done inside the engine bay. Walking around inside here, just a couple of little things. Stinger again had sent me these little seat gap fillers, I guess I'll call them. We got something sitting right there. Ugh. This is to keep stuff from falling down in between your seat and the center console. Great idea. The ones that he sent me actually have the Toyota emblem, and of course they say Toyota on them. Really like these. I never would have thought of this myself, so thumbs up to Stinger for sending those. Pretty cool. We'll pop up in here. Another thing, which isn't a big mod really, but I'll mention these. A phone holder. This phone holder has a magnet here and then a little plate, if you guys can see right here, that just sticks to the back of your case. It's suction cupped on, and all you have to do is just that, and it holds your phone up there. I love these things. I will say that sometimes in the winter, with the temperature change and stuff, if the truck sits outside and that suction cup becomes brittle, it can fall off. It's happened just a handful of times for me, but it's well worth that little inconvenience, I guess, or that little hassle, as long as it doesn't break your phone. Because it's so convenient to have it up there. I love the way it works. I know a lot of people use the kind that, you know, fit onto your air vents and stuff. I never really liked those too much. I always worried that they would damage the air vent, and I can't imagine they're very stable. Sometimes I'll shoot video with this thing, and it's stable enough that going over bumps in the roads and stuff, I don't, you know, bounce all over the place with the camera. So I'm really happy with that. One more mod here. This is a center console tray that was actually sent to me by Gear Runner. Check him out if you haven't. He has a YouTube channel about his Tundra and outdoor gear, guns and stuff. So check that out if you haven't. But he sent this to me, and it's very handy for storage. It just sits right inside the center console here, and I really like that. Pretty cool. The last thing I'll mention, and these came with the truck, but I don't know that they come with every truck, and that are the winter floor mats. These are OEM floor mats, and I really like them. They fit well. Of course, they protect your floor, and they look good. I'll show you the ones here in the back. Here's a little bird toy. But I really like those. I love them for the fit and the functionality. They do a really good job, the OEM, whoever's making them for them. Rather than maybe an aftermarket. If I was to go aftermarket, I would go Husky most likely, because from everything that I hear, they're good material, a rubberized or rubber material, and an excellent fit. Anyway, I just wanted to come out here and go over the mods on the truck that I've done so far and how they're doing. Everything is doing pretty well. I'm not real happy with the chipping of the paint on the grill. I'll have to get some touch up and have that fixed. I may even down the road have to have that repainted. We'll see. Otherwise, everything else is holding up really well. No issues. Very happy with the mods that I've done with this truck, and I'd recommend them all. Anyway, appreciate you guys watching. Please click that subscribe button if you haven't before. Give this video a big thumbs up. Let me know what you guys have done, and we'll see you next time on the web. Have a good day. Bye.